Performance by the Lobos. That's a very, very deep team, and that bodes well for the rest of the season.
Chad Toppert, 3 of 7 from 3. That matches a career high, 3 in a game. 78-54. For Dave Bullwinkle, I'm Tim Neverett. Thanks to our entire crew here in Albuquerque. Stand by. Colorado taking on Utah next. This has been a production of The Mountain. So long from Albuquerque.
The opening tip coming your way next, right here on The Mountain. Keena Young, Austin Ainge, Jimmy Balderson, Lee Camard, and Trent Plaisted, who had that big game against CSU. They'll be opposed by Kirsten, Toppert, Prentice, Danridge, and Johnson, the starting 5 out there on the floor. Of course, Danridge has yet to miss a start this season.
And it ricocheted off his chest, and it was their ball, but he said, he did. He said that to the player. You want a foul?
Yeah, Eric Curry. Hey, just a little justice, making sure the call's right. Toppert from three-point range.
Interesting statistic regarding Toppert, which I thought I was fascinated by. He's taken 122 shots. 108 of them have been threes.
And he's shooting 50% from out there.
Why not? Absolutely.
I mean, exactly 50. He was 54 out of 108. Now he's 55 out of 109. Don't ask me to do the math.
It's better than 50. How's that?
There you go.
Certainly there's been a more concerted effort to play defense on both ends of the floor.
And there's a BYU steal and coast to coast, but a charge as Sam Burgess goes into Chad Toppert. Good job by Toppert getting position.
Right at the top of the key, you can see Burgess has decided, I'm going to the hole. And Toppert saw it, got his feet set, and was able to draw the charge.
Hey, don't forget.
Bench working on Trent Plaisted. He scores. Plaisted would pick up a second foul shortly after that and sit out for a while. Now, Chad Toppert, his mom and his dad both played at New Mexico. He shoots 50% from 3. That was his 55th of the season. That was a big basket for New Mexico, but that was about as close as they would get.
Simon Prentice now with the basketball off the miss. Toppert for 3. Bingo.
New Mexico desperately needed that one. They couldn't afford to come down here and come up empty again.
You think they were down by 13. They've got it back down to 10.
And now they get the crowd back into it.
Timeout on the next dead ball.
Tell you, Johnson is just bodying Plaisted away from where he wants to be.
Young will put it on the floor and go into the paint. Young, turnaround Jay off the iron. Here comes another opportunity for the Lobos as they look to get back into this game.
Got to get a quality shot here. They can cut it to less than double digits, and the crowd will really get back into it.
Toppert thought about it. Now Danridge working in on Young. Danridge goes up, draws the contact, and he's going to have a chance for some free throws, but not before we have an official's timeout on the floor. New Mexico down by 10. We're back after this from the pit right here on the mountain. 20-point lead for the Cougars. Meantime, on the other end, the shot by Smith won't go. Prentice comes away with it, though. And now Henfield will save it out near midcourt. Every possession valuable at this point for New Mexico. Danridge can't get it to go, but Toppert right there.
Boy, Danridge was up there.
Tremendous to win 3 games in the pit's unbelievable. You got to watch out for James Spencer tonight. Tremendous shooter, one of the best shooters in Wyoming's history. If he's on, it's going to be a big factor for the Cowboys.
For Richie McKay, he's going with a much smaller lineup tonight against the Wyoming Cowboys, including J.R. Giddens back in the lineup tonight. He'll start.
Yeah.
But it's really been Tony Danridge who's kind of carried the load while J.R. Giddens has been banged up, not playing with the ankle injury.
Exactly, Carl. Very talented young man. He's really playing exceedingly well right now. He's going to have to play well to help them and have a good night tonight.
There is J.R. Giddens who will start. Chad Toppert, now a Lobo. His dad, Bob, was a New Mexico basketball player, 72-75, including the 1974 WAC championship team. And Bob's wife, Linda, also played basketball here in New Mexico. Chad now in his sophomore year from Albuquerque's Academy High School, 11th in the nation, shooting 50% from three-point.
Tremendous three-point shooter. He's not gotten connected yet, but if he gets going, he can hit 2 or 3.5.
Now, brother Cody broke the tradition, went all the way to Ithaca, New York to play Cornell, his college basketball, playing the Ivy League.
Right. Steve Dunny, a friend of mine from Cornell, and he had a very fine career playing for the Big Red.
7-point lead for Wyoming. This equals the largest of the night for the Cowboys. It was 4 points at the half. Toppert gives New Mexico a much-needed bucket.
Great shoot. I love him shooting the ball. Everyone expected to go in.
Jones fires over Kirsten, and it won't go. Taylor tips the rebound. He's out there playing with 4 fouls, and they'll get Platt easily with the foul, shoving Toppert out of bounds. Platt second.
McLean didn't like it. Sylvie Dominguez, an excellent assistant. He didn't like it either. Let's see. I think he bumped him. I think it was a good call. Dan Crispin, veteran official. We had him many times. Steve didn't like it. He doesn't like the whistle he's getting. On the road, it's not easy. You don't get Eggs Benedict.
Huevos Rancheros.
You're better with the Mexican food tonight. We had a great Mexican meal today, though.
Gotta have some green chilies when you come to New Mexico.
No question.
Toppert gets the first. Second goes down.
And if I was in the gym by myself, I couldn't make a shot. That's what he's thinking. He just got to keep your head up there. You got to keep swinging. Great player. Keep swinging. Don't get down on yourself.
Kirsten flips it out to Toppert. Now the extra pass to Johnson. Toppert 3 for 3. Got fouled. Nearly a 4-point play. And who commits the foul? Brandon Ewing.
Murphy's Law. Things go bad. They keep getting worse. Chad Toppert's dad, was an excellent player, very nice young man.
Bob and Linda both played in New Mexico, rooting on their son Chad.
He's a terrific young man, great shooter. He's got to get him more shots. He's got to come off screens. He's not going to beat you one-on-one. He's like to see the Lobos set a few more screens, help guys get free.
Perfect 3 for 3 from the line tonight for Chad Toppert. The shooter gets the first 2, and he'll have a third shot. Obviously fouled on the three-pointer by Brandon Ewing, so Toppert has 3 shots here. One more. The Lobo lead is 15. Down 4 at the break. Richie McKay's New Mexico team has come screaming back in the second stanza to take a 15-point lead on Wyoming.
Can't make a free throw.
Taylor tries to save it off the rebound off the missed free throw.
Now time and score. Got to be smart now if you're New Mexico.
A 23-8 New Mexico run to take command of this Mountain West meeting. This is the best performance that New Mexico has had by far in Mountain West Conference play. One of the best performances of the year from the Lobos. 8-point game, 35 seconds.
Throw it ahead now. All right. Toppert's a good free throw shooter. Chad's dad still uneasy. And they lose 3 in a row, right? The game's never over.
Folks all over the country looking at the score going, are they still playing at the pit? Surely it's in overtime. Coming up on 9:30 Mountain Time, it's going to be a 2.5-hour regulation basketball game. Lots of fouls. Wyoming trying to extend the game. And then, of course, the stoppage of play because of the fight with 1:10 left. Toppert perfect from the line until then. Double-digit scoring in the game for Chad Toppert.
Up against TCU last weekend, Chad Toppert taking advantage of that.
Well, and I think he has